Yo, what is going on, guys? Hope you're doing well today. Today, we're going to be reacting to a video from Cosmic Verse titled, Why Don't Men Attend Singles Event? Now, not to waste any of your time, let's jump right to the video.
To my first date in New York. First date in my new city. I'm trying to train myself to not do it on the first date anymore.
You need help.
I'm assuming for that guy.
This is exactly what's happening at bars and clubs because men are no longer falling for it. They are no longer just throwing their money out at women that do not take them seriously. They are no longer willing to waste their time, effort, and resources. But because of this, women are out here trying to give men a bad rap. Like they're saying, what's wrong with men these days? They used to go to war. Now they just want to be treated like a woman at a bar. But that is just not the case because men will absolutely put in just as much effort as they always have into pursuing you. But it takes one thing, and that one thing is that he has to know that you are taking him seriously. Because one of the number one resources to a man is his time, and he doesn't want you to waste it. And even if it's a short-term thing, like he just doesn't want to leave that relationship and have a messed up head and a messed up heart. Because that man just wants a future with somebody that he can really fall in love with and grow old with. Which is why he already knows with like 95% certainty that him paying for your drink at the bar is not going to bring him closer to that.
These women are at a club, expecting men to be all over them. They expect men to buy them drinks, to spend money on them, and give them attention just because they showed up. And when men don't do those things anymore, they're shocked, wondering why those men don't approach them. What these women don't realize is that this comes from a place of entitlement. And when men don't approach them, it's a huge hit to their ego. Those men aren't running to them anymore because men are tired of wasting their time and money on women who only think that their looks alone are good enough.
Single men, help me out here, okay? Leave it in the comments, DM me, whatever you're most comfortable with. I actually want your opinion, believe it or not. Your opinion counts just as much. I'm trying to get to the bottom of this. My question is, what do you think is holding men back from wanting to go to a singles event? Do you think that men think they will look desperate? Do you think men are scared of rejection? Do you think it's a pride thing? Please tell me. I would love to know the opinion on the male end because I'm really trying to kind of crack the code here. Like, what would it take for you men to feel more motivated to come to a singles event? So let me know in the comments. Thank you.
Yeah, nightclubs are dying.
Look at this. Empty. Nobody in there. Because men make it happen. We keep the establishments going. We spend our hard-earned money. Men are done.
Is clubbing dead everywhere?
Why are clubs all over the UK going from this to this?
Strippers say a market crash is guaranteed because the strip clubs are suddenly empty.
Where are the single men at in Atlanta?
Atlanta nightlife right now is not the same.
Stop it.
Especially clubs. One of the biggest clubs, one of my favorites in Atlanta, it just closed down.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care. Let me tell you.
The strip clubs are dying because women don't spend any money, but are only there to leech off men who would buy them drinks and throw the money. But now men are no longer attending anymore because they would rather keep their money, focus on themselves, and spend money on women who truly value them, and not on women who only see them as walking ATMs. Even the women nightclubs are dying because men are no longer attending. This goes to show that nightclubs only survive out of men's pockets. And now that men are no longer attending, those nightclubs are dying.
Have you heard about this phrase, heterofatalism? It refers to the fatigue that single women are facing in dating, the fatigue they have with single men. The argument is that men aren't showing up in dating wholly. Like, you know, there's not enough men at dating events, or when you do meet them, you know, they might be really engaged with you on the date, and then afterwards they sort of back away meekly. And I see some truth in it because specifically at dating events, I go to dating events all the time, and I meet fabulous women all the time, and it just doesn't feel the same for men. And I actually feel like it's an absolutely missed opportunity because if you're a guy who's single, dating events are made for you. They don't work against you. Everybody is single. Everybody wants to speak to somebody. And women are really there to meet you. So I don't want to say that I'm heterofatalistic. I'm much more of an optimistic person. But I do recognize that it kind of feels like right now, that nobody's really winning in dating.
Men are no longer approaching those women anymore because men don't find any worth in approaching a modern woman. Women have constantly told men to not approach them anymore. But what they really meant by that is that they want to be approached by Chad and Tyrone and not guys who are average or below average. Dating is not the same for those men, and they have stopped trying.
I love to be the one to say it. Club culture dying is a huge reflection on how prominent the DL community actually is. Let's think about this for a second. That video that girl made, the viral video about how club culture is dying because guys want to be the girls now. Because men are so concerned being the center of attention. Basically, everything used to be about the woman. And why are men okay with this shift in priority? And why has the priorities shifted in general? I think it could be for a couple things. One, I do think some men actually just like to flex on other men, and it's kind of like a big dick swinging contest. But that also used to include who would have the most women in their section and who would have the most beautiful women. That's not even something a lot of men are even checking for anymore. And it's because they don't like us. They really don't care about the women. They never did. And the fact that a lot of men are not caring about the fact that their sections are just filled with men should be very telling as to how they actually feel. This is a lot of men's dream come true, and that's why it's not fucking changing. I do think there are two scenarios. One, the ego trumps your desire for women so much to the point where you're willing to be sharing a bottle with 20 other dudes to feel important and to feel like you're in a space of importance, opposed to actually prioritizing being around women. And they want to feel important so bad to the point where they're all fighting to get one Instagram story of one bottle that they didn't even fucking pay for, or they're just DL, or they dislike men. And that's exactly where they want to be, and they're happy in their home.
The real reason why men don't want these so-called beautiful women in their sections, it's because, truthfully, these women are not that beautiful. Women in today's world have become very prideful and have a huge sense of entitlement. They think that just because they are beautiful on the outside, then men should approach them without even considering what's on the inside. Men have picked up on the characteristics of modern women, and all of these women look the same. These women have a loud attitude and an even louder sense of entitlement. Men no longer feel the need to impress these women because they don't want to have to deal with those types of women. They would rather have their peace than to deal with the chaos that a modern woman brings in their lives. But anyway, guys, we're going to be leaving today's video there. If you have any thoughts about this, be sure to leave your comments on the comment section below. And if you liked the video, kindly like and subscribe to the channel. It will always be appreciated. And have a wonderful day. And as always, I'll see you all on the next one. Peace.